Hello, in this video, we're going to be covering a structure of a real spirituality program. Right, so there are three key pillars when it comes to a spirituality program in this specific order. In the ideal world, every single time you sit down to meditate, you should first do some yoga, then you should do breathwork, and then at the very end, that's when you're doing your meditation. This program is designed to allow you to regain control over your body, over your breath, and over your mind. Right, so when it comes to yoga, think about it as preparing your body for meditation. In the ancient traditions, you weren't allowed to meditate until you could sit your body still without any pain. Yoga is a genius exercise because it's an isometric contraction that allows us to train our body weight, but at the same time, it's a stretch, and in specific positions, we hold our balance. So it's just like a compounded benefit if you watch my focus video. Yoga allows us to prepare our body accordingly, because the reality is when we wake up in the morning, we've been sleeping in a specific position for how many hours. We have gravity pulling our blood down to one side of the body. Our fascia, our tendons become stiff. So yoga is a way of releasing the tension, and we're restoring a healthy fluid flow balance within the fascia net, which allows the tissue to glide along itself. I'll have a video on that shortly. Combats imbalances, allows efficient blood flow around the body, stimulates the nervous system. There's different types of yoga. We have still yoga, which is normal yoga doing still positions. We also have stuff like Kundalini yoga, where we're incorporating movements, chanting, contractions. And lastly, we have stuff like Tai Chi, more like movement-based yoga, focusing on bending the knees and transferring balance and weight. Next, we have breathwork. So after you've done your yoga, your body is nice and stretched. Now you can begin your breathing exercises. Breathing can be used for two main purposes: energizing and relaxing. Realistically, first, I would energize myself with some breathing, deep, sharp, powerful, conscious breaths, and halfway through I would tone down my breathing into more of a relaxed state, because a more relaxed state makes our meditation more efficient. When it comes to breathing, just think about it as oxygenating your brain and cells, improving your diffusion process with oxygen and carbon dioxide, improving your posture through negative pressure. We'll get onto that in a video shortly. And using breath work to either relax or energize the body. Think of breathing as the gateway to the mind. Your breathing directly relates what is going on in your mind. For example, if someone's doing short, shallow breaths because they are looking for something, then you can easily tell they are panicking, in the fight and flight mode, and the breathing correlates accordingly. And that's how you can actually read people based on their breathing patterns. Breathing, I believe, is one of the most important thing anyone can learn, and at the beginning of your journey, I would say breathwork should be taking the biggest portion of your program, because you want to rebalance the oxygen deficit and you want to gain that ability to control your mind through controlling your breath. Because if you try to jump straight into meditation without knowing how to breathe properly, you won't get the same levels of outcome compared to someone who knows how to breathe and can get into a relaxed state at will, compared to someone who's stuck in a fight and flight response mode. Meditation is arguably one of the most powerful exercises you can do, because it allows you to tap into the undiscovered gold mine, which is the human mind and human consciousness. After you've done your yoga, after you've done your breath work, you should have calmed down your body. Your body is nice and relaxed, nice and stretched, ready for a long period of stillness and of meditation, where you close your eyes, you remove the visual stimuli, and you just dive deep into the cave that is your mind. There's a few types of meditations, but the idea is you're working with your mind. So with yoga, we're working with the body. With breath work, we're working with the diaphragm and lungs. Whereas with meditation, we're working with the mind and only with the mind. So, for example, visualization is a meditation within itself. You're focusing your mind on producing mental images, and holding an image still within your mind is a type of meditation and a very powerful mental exercise. Then you have stuff like mindfulness, where you're just sitting down quietly, observing your mind, seeing what your mind is telling you. And that's how you can discover certain subconscious things lurking in your mind, because things always come to the surface. And that is why we tend to distract ourselves, because we don't want certain things to come to the surface. Next type of meditation would be stillness meditation. So as we know, holding the body still is very hard, even in like a specific position, like let's say like a T pose where my hands are engaged. That's hard within itself, because you're using energy to hold your body up straight and still. So not only are you using energy by holding the hand up, you're also using conscious energy to keep it still, because your body wants to move. So stillness itself is a meditation where I relax my body and I just focus as hard as I can on not allowing my mind to move my body. Whether it's stuff like, oh, I need to scratch my forearm, or, you know, my nose is tingly. All these excuses and reasons to not be still are just traps your mind sets for you to break focus. And that's why mindfulness and meditation is very important, because it allows you to see certain tricks your mind plays on you when it comes to doing things that you don't want to do. And you know, with meditation, you can also have stuff like combining eye exercises and precision exercises. Part of your meditation can be doing the candle meditation, where you're looking at the candle and then trying to project that image in your mind after you close your eyes after a specific duration of time. Or you can choose a specific spot in a wall and intensely focus on that one spot, where your eyes reach precision and stillness, and you can fully focus on gazing into one direction and one spot for long durations of time. Because when it comes to doing any task, when we're focusing on the task, we're looking at it. However, our eyes like to wander. We like to look around. We like to look at our phone. And that is why when we train our eyes and focus meditation on eye training, which is mental training with the visual, physical eye training combined, then we get good results, because we then are able to translate that focus and that precision into other areas of life. It's all about that mental resilience, building that willpower. It's about you telling your mind, we're doing this, and that's what's gonna happen. Because your mind will want to distract you. It will want to give you excuses, reasons to move, reasons to break focus. And we need to regain control over our minds, bodies, and our breath. And only then, when we actively put conscious effort into improving those three areas of our existence, that's when we can see real progress. Like Nikola Tesla said, solitude is the key to genius. Real ideas are born when you're alone, when you're in silence, when you're thinking, not when you're distracting yourself with pleasure, with constant stimuli, entertainment. Real deep conscious breathing is simply unlocking a higher state of awareness. Me personally, when I was a grappler, I used to really love the still yoga, because I thought, oh, I'm gaining balance and strength, body weight training, conditioning. But now I'm more into Conor McGregor fluid fascia flow, doing more dynamic movements in different positions, crawling against gravity, stuff like that. Thank you for watching. I hope that was insightful. This is my little guide on what I believe a real spiritual program should look like. If you have anything to add, or you feel like I've missed anything, let me know in the comments below. I hope you have a nice day. See you next time.